I can do all things through Christ. I can do all things through Christ. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Susie? Hey, Susie. Susie, where are you?
Toozy. No, not that. Poozy. Nah, too berry. Losey. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm a loser. Doozy. No, that sounds negative too.
Susie?
No, that's my name right now.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying all afternoon to figure out what it should be.
What's wrong with your name?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but, I was thinking that I could use some tweaking.
Sometimes I really just don't get you.
Well, when people think Susie, they're probably going to be thinking about all the ridiculous things I've done. Like missing camp because I thought I had to wear heavy armor, or not listening to a story because I was making pretend soldiers, or that time earlier today when I walked into the glass door and bonked my nose, and everyone was standing around and saw and laughed at me. But if I changed it to something different but similar, people would probably forget about some of that stuff. I just have to figure out what to call myself.
And it has to rhyme? So if you were looking to change my name, it would have to be late or date or hate or rate or...
Those aren't good names either. Nothing like Saul and Paul.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. But I don't think that it matters what your name is.
Why not?
It's not the name that made a difference.
That's right, Kate. Just because people called me Paul doesn't mean that anyone forgot what I had done before. I had still done awful things to people who loved God, and a different letter won't make people forget that time you threw their innocent, God-loving friend in jail.
What did make them forget?
Not forget, forgive. They forgave me when I changed my attitude and my walk. When they saw that God made a change in my heart, and I truly repented and turned away from wanting to harm his people, that was what made the difference. And God was able to use the things about me that I had used to harm his people for good. I had studied the Old Testament and knew it well. I was stubborn, a decent speaker, and I could be intimidating when I needed to be.
That's amazing.
Paul, did you bring the armor with you?
Of course. Here you go, Kate.
Thank you.
I think I understand what you mean.
Here, let me explain what happened again. Once the day of Pentecost occurred, I captured those who preached the word, tortured, jailed, and killed the saints, those who prayed in Jesus' name. There on Damascus Road, I was saddled with a heavy load, went blind when Jesus spoke to me, prayed 3 days I didn't eat, and Ananias prayed that I could see that my God fights for me. He's my shield, he's my sword, the victory is the Lord's. He's my shield, he's my sword, the victory is the Lord's. He's my shield, he's my sword, the victory is the Lord's. He's my shield, he's my sword, the victory is the Lord's.
A soldier does not appear to be a soldier without a helmet. Helmets are made to protect your head when you find yourself in potentially dangerous situations. Your brain controls what you say, how you move, and what you feel. So leaving it without a strong extra layer of protection would be irresponsible. The helmet of salvation will protect your mind from any potentially dangerous attacks that it might come into. Salvation will help you stay in control of what you say, what you do, and even how you feel.